John Grace, President of Investors Advantage. Today we're going to talk about the combination of poker and investing, because it would appear to me that investing is a lot like poker, or poker's a lot like investing, and we're always looking for bridges that people can use that helps them get some appreciation for what they're doing in a way that they get a sense that I have a clue. Because when it comes to being retirement ready, most of us, frankly, just don't have a clue, which fascinates me because we all know how much money we're going to earn in the next 365 days. We know what our annual salary is. Question is, if we're going to make work optional at some point in time, and that's going to be 24/7, how much money are we going to need then? So let's talk about poker a little bit, because from what I can gather from my mentor in poker, in a session of playing, the goal is to win 2 or 3 hands, in an hour. That's a good way to pace yourself. And then you want to get all of the return on those hands you can, protect my money in every other hand. Now, I have to be willing to lose some to gain some, right? And yet I never want to risk more than I'm prepared to lose. Now, that's not only true in playing a hand of poker, it's true in managing our money. Many of us hope for the best, but we don't prepare for the worst, and we're not looking at how might I manage volatility, for example. If I've seen occasions where my account was down 50% or more in the last 15 years or so, the question becomes, it begs to be asked, and only you can answer it. The question is, how might I limit, what can I learn from the past that might help me limit my or manage my volatility the next time the grits hit the pan? And it kind of reminds me of, geez, look at how much time we spend taking a vacation. I mean, it's now the fall, and many of us have had wonderful vacations. And I understand from from some folks that travel agents that tell me that the two number one spots that people want to go to happen to be Hawaii and Italy, both nice places. But you're the one who determines where you want to go. You're the one who determines how much you're going to spend. You determine how you're going to get there. You determine how long you're going to stay. Well, if we're willing to take the time, and one of the sites suggests that we visit 7 hotel sites before we book a hotel room. Really? I don't, but I guess that's the average. But my point is, we take the time. So if we can take the time to figure out where we want to go and how much we're going to spend, maybe we should take the time, because we can, to figure out, if I'm going to try to make work optional in 30 years, how much money am I going to need at that point in time? How might I get from here to there so that I know I can show up and there's going to be enough money there to meet me when I'm going to be around for the next 30, 40 years, and I'm not working, and now I have to live off of my retirement? That would be a good question to answer, so that I can see whether or not, or what it takes for me to be retirement ready. So when we look back at poker, we want to look at the relative strengths, the odds of me winning, the chips I'm willing to commit to the hand. And for your money, you need to know what your goals are, short-term, long-term, what your risks are, the risks you're willing to take, as well as the risks you're not willing to take. And really evaluate. Just to put it in perspective, if I'm trying to get a $40,000 withdrawal out in 30 years, I might discover I need to set aside $1 million. 4% of $1 million would be $40,000 a year. But again, what's my target? That's what we're going to suggest that you do, that take the time so that you can see what you need to do to be retirement ready. John Grace, and I'm out.